In the UK, children are usually not jumped to the next class, okay, if they are, let's say, performing so well or they are smart. They are not jumped to a higher class, and they are also not repeated in their class for their mates to go ahead and for them to repeat a class. They don't repeat class over here in the UK. So I'm just going to tell you all about the UK education system, how it works, at what age your child goes to a particular class, and just everything about the education system in the UK. So if this is something you're interested in, then just stay right here with me and watch this video till the end. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jabaki. If this is the first time you're joining me on this channel, you are most welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, I so much appreciate you. The first thing you must note is that there are some differences in the education in Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and England with regards to the curriculum used and also the award and regulation body. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to focus on England and Scotland. Education in the UK is divided into 4 main groups, and this is the early years, primary education, secondary education, and then further education. From 5 years to 16 years old, education is compulsory in the UK, and this is made up of the primary and secondary school. So although from 16 onwards, education is not compulsory, someone can decide to still continue with the education by going to the college or doing the sixth form and then continuing to the university, or they can decide to go into apprenticeship or do volunteer work or even work. Okay, so that is the option beyond the compulsory 16 years of age. When it comes to which school to attend, we have the private school and the state school. The good bit is that the state schools are free. You don't have to pay any tuition fee. And of course, with the private ones, you would have to pay. So these are the options that we have. And also another option is homeschooling. So if you don't want your children to attend any of these and you are able and willing to teach them yourself or get private teachers to teach them at home, then you can opt in for the homeschooling. And with this one, you would have to speak to your local council so that they guide you as to how to go about it with regards to the curriculum, what you must teach your child, and the process of, homeschooling. You would have to contact them so that they would advise you more on that. So now let's start from the very beginning. So children between the ages of 0 to 3 years, you have 3 options. You can either decide to let them stay at home or take them to the childminder or the nursery. And you have to know that between 0 to 3 years, there is no state funding, okay, except for certain people at the age of 2 who may receive some funding. But then usually there is no funding for this age group. From 3 to 4 years in England, during the term time, which is about 38 weeks, you have 15 hours per week of free childcare. Or if you decide to have it throughout the year, then it will be less hours, okay? And depending on your immigration status and also your income level and your circumstances, the child's circumstances, you may get 30 hours instead of the 15 hours in England. And when it comes to Scotland too, we have 30 hours per week during term time instead of the 15 hours for England. And this is something that is still being rolled out. It used to be just 16 hours per week, but they've made changes to it and it's now 30 hours per week. So this is the differences when it comes to the funding for between 3 to 4 year olds. In England, primary school starts from between 4 to 5 years, which is called the reception, and then year 1 to year 11, after which most people write their GCSE. On the other hand, in Scotland, primary school starts from between 4.5 years to 5.5 years, and then primary 1 to primary 7, okay, P1 to P7, then S1 to S4, after which students may decide to take their national qualifications or continue to S6. So it's totally up to you as a parent if you want your child to continue or not, or if they want to continue or go into apprenticeship or volunteer and work. Okay, so it's completely up to you, but they must finish at S4, write their qualification, and then from there education is no more compulsory. In the UK, children in state-funded schools are entitled to free school meals, and they get this regardless of their parents' immigration status or income. Okay, so in England, children from reception through to year 2 are qualified to receive this free meals, and for Scotland, it's from year 1 to year 5. But then sometimes children outside this sort of brackets also may receive free school meals depending on other situations or circumstances they may be in. So they can also still continue receiving free school meals. Usually children attend school within a catchment area, which is usually close to where they live at. Okay, so if you are new to the UK and you don't know the schools in your area, just contact your local council and they will give you the list of schools in the area, or you can check their websites to see the schools in the area. To apply, you first of all have to identify the school you want your child to go to. Then you contact them, they'll send you a form, you fill it, and then they would give you a place in the school. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Most of the time you apply for a place in a primary school a year before your child starts school, but then every local council have their own deadlines for application. So make sure that you know that specific date and you are able to meet it. You can check on their website or go to their office if you know the place, but it's usually on their website, so you can check that out so that you are able to know the right time to apply for a place for your child in the school. I've already talked about the fact that children are placed in a class depending on their age, and they start primary school around 4 years of age. Okay, but exactly when they would start school depends on their birthday. And I know that back home in Africa and other countries, children are jumped from one class to the other depending on how well they are performing or how excellent they perform in class. And also sometimes some children may be repeated. In certain countries, children are repeated based on if they are not performing so well. But over here in the UK, it doesn't happen like that. It's purely based on your age. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through how this is done. Since there are differences when it comes to Scotland and England, it works slightly differently. So for example, if you are in England and your child's 4th birthday falls between the 1st of September 2022 and 31st of August 2023, then your child will start school in September 2023, which is the reception, and this is for England. However, for Scotland, if say your child's 4th birthday falls on or between the 1st of March 2022 and the 31st of August 2022, then they will start the primary school, which is the year 1, in August 2022. On the other hand, if their 5th birthday falls on or between, say, the 1st of September 2022 and the last day of February 2023, last day because February can be 28 days or 29 days, 2023, they would also start the primary school in August 2022. So you realize that in this particular case, those in this birthday bracket, especially January and February, would be the youngest in their class. Okay, so if you feel that your child is too young, to start primary school, or they are not ready yet, you can ask that they defer to the next year when they will be much more ready to start school. I hope you find this information useful, especially if you are coming to the UK for the first time and you really don't know how the education system works here. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves, keep safe, and it's bye for now.